In just 7 days, the rise of the Titans takes over Toms River, New Jersey. TCW is bringing a stacked card all the way to the Adrenaline Sports Academy. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? My name is Ray Sanchez, and this is Respect the Craft, the Indy Perspective, episode number 19. And today we are talking all things Titan Championship Wrestling as they present Rise of the Titans in just 7 days. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are 7 days away from May the 21st as Titan Championship Wrestling is bringing you another stacked event. This is going to be one you cannot miss as it is Rise of the Titans. We have a stacked card to talk to you about. But before we get into the card, let's give you a little bit of information so how you can make it to Rise of the Titans and why you definitely should be a part of it. So here we go. Again, Rise of the Titans will be next Saturday, May the 21st, live from the Adrenaline Sports Academy in Toms River, New Jersey. Doors will be opening at 6 p.m. Bell time will be 7 p.m. Tickets you can get right now starting at just $20 is going to be titan/championshipwrestling.com. These ticket prices are only available till next Friday. Once again, that is going to be available till next Friday as a pre-sale will end, and then remaining tickets will be starting at $30. So you are going to want to get your tickets now because, again, tickets are going fast. This is a stacked card, so you're going to want to be there because, again, we're going to be talking about it in just a little bit. Rise of the Titans truly is that event. So let's get into it here. We're going to start off with a matchup I'm looking forward to as both men are looking to raise their stakes in Titan Championship Wrestling, as it will be CMD member Boom, the Newtown Dragon Harden, taking on AJ Pan, the guiding light of TCW, is looking to bring his shining star to gold once again. And this matchup here, I'm looking forward to it. Both have given their words before we get to Rise of the Titans. Boom Harding sending a message to Ray Kalitri and AJ Pan. But I want to see again, Ray Kalitri proved me wrong on the last preview show we did about TCW. Again, I thought, maybe the traveling is getting to him. But he's showing every time he steps into that ring why he is the shining star. AJ Pan, again, that guiding light, he definitely knows how to bring talent to the promised land. And he's doing that here at TCW. And again, will Ray Kalitri be able to pick up a win here? Or will Boom Harden prove why CMD gets the job done? You're going to have to wait and see next Saturday. But here we go now. Let's talk about a championship that even General Manager SP Anderson has classified as the Workhorse Championship. This has truly been a championship that's been going to the test here. As champion, the Cyborg himself, Rick Recon, will be defending against Daniel Alexander. Daniel Alexander winning his championship shot at the last TCW event and is now going head-to-head with the champion here, Rick Recon. Daniel Alexander promises to make this match a banger and walk out of Rise of the Titans as your new TCW middleweight champion. But again, I don't think Rick Recon is looking to lose that championship at Rise of the Titans next Saturday. He has defeated the likes of the good guy, Azrael. He has defeated the likes of a second-generation star, the NWA's own Colby Carino. He has walked out in these battles still holding your championship. He is proving why he is the American machine, that American cyborg, why he does what he says he will. This man is truly showing why he might be more of a machine than a man. And again, he's almost a Terminator like he's truly, he goes in, he knows who's his target, and he does the job. if I'm Daniel Alexander, I have to study how to defeat a cyborg because, again, Rick Recon isn't looking to lose that championship anytime soon. I think you might have to kill the guy in order to win the championship. But you're going to have to wait and see for next Saturday. Next up, this is going to be a fight, ladies and gentlemen, as it will be for the TCW Hardcore Championship as Merc defends once again against the Mastodon. Merc has gone at it with the best of the best when it comes to that hardcore division, going at it against some of the top deathmatch competitors, especially in the tri-state area, and no one has been able to put down the veteran. Merc, again, using those combat training to an advantage and being able to stop. Again, even at the last event, he was able to take down Cade Lothbroke. He's been able to take down Low Life Louie. He's proving why that hardcore championship is around his waist. And I don't know, Mastodon has said this is his time. He will be coming and taking that TCW Hardcore Championship. But I don't know if anyone is able to take that championship away from Merc here. Again, I am glad that, again, I'm just the podcaster here, and I do not have to step into the ring with Merc because, again, that true veteran, like, he is a veteran. I commend him for his service. I thank you so much for what you've done for the country. And again, putting that training to work here as well in the ring, showing truly what he can do, and no one has been able to stop him. Could Mastodon be the guy? I'm not sure. Mastodon, again, coming with a rugged style. I've gotten to look into what he can do in that ring. We're going to have to wait and see. And again, hopefully the Adrenaline Sports Academy can handle what these two are about to do next Saturday. Be there, because this is going to be a fight. Next up, this is a matchup I'm looking forward to, as it's Uncle Magic himself. He is the Shaolin Magic, a veteran for more than 3 decades, ladies and gentlemen. Experience is at his advantage here. However, he has taken on a man that vows to make this Magic's last match in Titan Championship Wrestling, Blaze Haram. Blaze is not a favorite here in Titan Championship Wrestling. Blaze has had his rivalries with Rick Recon. He has had his rivalries with TCW in general, especially the Titan Nation. And now he looks to, again, take out one of the favorites. Everyone in Titan Championship Wrestling loves Magic. If you're in the tri-state area, you have definitely had the influence of Magic, especially seeing who he has put out, who he's trained and touched. And again, Blaze Haram doesn't care. Blaze Haram does not respect Magic. He doesn't respect TCW. Blaze Haram is looking to show why he is going to be the top of TCW, why we should be watching him, and why we should be respecting him and giving him that praise. And again, I get it. He wants to be the guy. But if you're going to disrespect a veteran like Magic, you better know that what's about to come is not going to be an easy task. Again, just because Magic has been wrestling for close to now 4 decades. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 4 decades in this business. And again, the track record proves it, who he's influenced. Some of the best have been under the tutelage of Magic. And on Saturday, May the 21st, Blaze Haram is going to see why we all respect and love Magic. Again, could Blaze Haram possibly prove me wrong? And maybe he does make this Magic's last match. But I'll say it on the podcast here, he's definitely not going to have an easy fight. Because Magic is going to show him what those 4 decades brings to you. Next up here, we're going to talk about a special return for Rise of the Titans as Vivacious Vicious Vicky makes her return to TCW, to in-ring action in TCW, as she'll be taking on KZT, a jiu-jitsu black belt. KCT, all the way from Sydney, Australia. Vivacious Vicious Vicky has a difficult task ahead. Again, for her return, it's no easy opponent. And I don't think Vivacious Vicious Vicky wants that. Vivacious Vicious Vicky has held championship gold everywhere she goes. She's proven to be one of the best female talent going today, or even I could say one of the best talent going on today, and is looking to show that at Rise of the Titans. She is looking to rise like a phoenix after going away with injury for a little bit. She's back and looking to prove that she's back for her crown. And again, taking on an opponent like KZT, that might be the exact way to do it. Again, if Vivacious Vicious Vicky can pick off the win in her first night back, that is already putting your name in the conversation there. So again, this is going to be a matchup I'm definitely looking forward to. I know there's going to be a certain Bob or Rob or somewhere there that he's going to be interested in seeing this matchup. He might have a little bit of a bias toward Vivacious Vicious Vicky. Who knows? But I also know this matchup is going to be a matchup that the Titan Nation are going to love to see. So definitely be ready for some great action there. And from that, we are now going to talk about a little bit of a collaborative effort. This is what you love to see when companies are working together, as we have the Pro Wrestling Magic Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line here, as it will be Lights Off Steve Off challenging your current reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Magic Junior Heavyweight Champion, a member of Hispanos Unidos. He is the Brooklyn Outlaw, Donovan. These two have history, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're a fan of Pro Wrestling Magic. You know these two were members of Kill the Magic. They started out together. They know each other very well. Now, Steve Off has had his own issues. Lights Off Steve Off has had his issues currently with another former brother at arms, Alex Ryman. Like I said, Donovan, a member of Hispanos Unidos, with veterans like Azriel, with the young upstart Trey Felipe, and a guy that's been making his waves as a standout in the independent circuit in Steve Pena. But on this night, Donovan's doing this alone. And again, Donovan's proved he can do this on his own as well. A former Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion at that. But now, one-on-one, two former brothers at arm will go at it in TCW. Steve Off has told us how important this is, because not only is he looking to become champion, but he's also making his TCW debut on that night. Will Steve Off be able to bring the Pro Wrestling Magic Junior Heavyweight Championship back to Magic under his reign? Or will the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan take another victim here and bring the championship home and keep it in Hispanos Unidos? We're going to have to wait and see. And like I mentioned again, I say Donovan's going to be alone that night, but like I said, Azriel has been a part of the TCW roster. Maybe Hispanos Unidos will be in play in this matchup. We'll have to wait and see. Again, next Saturday, get your tickets. But from that, we are now going to go into a war, as this has been a feud that's been brewing. It's been going for months now. As, again, a matchup that started just as a teacher versus a student. It was almost a match just for respect. It was something that was not meant to be this way, and it's brewed into something insane here, as at Rise of the Titans, it will be an I Quit matchup. Frankie Picard here going head-to-head with Ben Castle. And I've been looking into Ben Castle. Again, in the past few weeks, I had one of his brothers in Abraham Khan, who's told me the mindset of what Ben Castle goes into, especially in the ring, of never letting the world win. So imagine if that's the mindset that Ben Castle is going into this matchup with. He has shown how destructive he can be in that ring. If you've seen the past matches he's had with Frankie, imagine what he's going to do to make sure he doesn't say the words, "I quit." That is going to happen at Rise of the Titans on May 21st. This is not going to be your ordinary one fall to the finish matchup. This isn't someone trying to get a pinfall. This isn't someone trying to get a submission. This is someone trying to get their opponent to say those embarrassing words, because the last thing you want to do in that ring is tell your opponent, "I cannot continue, I quit." Both of these men have that, they have that grit. They're not going to want to say those words. On May 21st, in order for this match to end, someone's going to have to say it. Does Frankie have that heart that he once had? Because that's been the question as well. A lot of people have talked about it. Does Frankie have what it takes to be able to make an opponent say, "I quit"? Will Ben Castle show how ruthless and almost, I have to say it, and again, I hope Ben Castle doesn't hear this part, crazy enough to make someone say, "I quit"? This is a matchup, again, that might not be for the faint of heart. These last few matches they've had have not been, especially for the younger crowd. Maybe go get your beverage at this time. Younger kids, close your eyes, because this is going to be a fight that will not end without possibly someone dripping their own blood. But again, you're going to want to get your tickets. Go to Titan/ChampionshipWrestling.com. Get your tickets, again, starting at the low price of just $20. That is a steal for this stacked card, because especially this next match we're going to talk about is worth the price of admission alone. It is going to be the TCW Tag Team Championships on the line. It will be Steve Monster Mac and Joker challenging the TCW Tag Team Champions, the Front Line, PJ Savage of the Takeover, and Ransom. They are looking to take over the TCW Tag Team division here, as they're your defending Tag Team Champions, and they are taking on two veterans of the game. The former TCW Heavyweight Champion, Monster Mac, and making his debut, a veteran of the game, also a veteran of this country, Joker. I cannot wait to see this tag team matchup. It's insane, because I had these two on the podcast, on the Glory Days podcast that I co-host with Steve Monster Mac, and we were talking about possible matches with Joker and Mac. I never would have thought this would possibly happen. Again, I've seen them pair. The Tri-State Saints are a thing, but I never would have thought we would have seen them two as a duo. And if I'm PJ Savage and Ransom, I better get to tape study. I better get to training. I better get to doing whatever you can, because these two are a duo that is going to truly, pun intended, take over. Because you have one half of one of the greatest tag teams going, and still one of the greatest tag teams ever. The Hit Squad with Steve Monster Mac. You have one half of, again, a team. When you talk about Philadelphia, when you talk about New Jersey, when you talk about the Tri-State, a team that is known all around in Philly's most wanted. You're pairing two of the best together and putting them in a tag team championship match. What do you think is going to happen? These two are two, again, of the hardest hitting. And I'm not taking it away from PJ Savage and Ransom. I know they can fight. I know they can go at it in that ring. But have they ever faced a team like Joker and Steve Monster Mac? This is a matchup, which, again, I've been talking to TCW. I've been trying to get my foot in the door as well to be behind their mic, because I would love to commentate a matchup at TCW and commentate the show. If anything, this is the match that I'm truly hoping. And again, Charlie, if you're listening, put me on behind the mic for this one, because this is a story I would love to be able to help tell. Because next Saturday, if you are a independent wrestling fan, you know what you're about to see. This right here is history making because you have two of the future of the business taking on two of the best of the glory era of professional wrestling, of independent wrestling, of wrestling in general. Again, without Steve Monster Mack and Joker, there's not a lot of us that are going today. Without Steve Monster Mack and Joker, you probably don't see a PJ Savage. You probably don't see a Ransom. And you don't see the style that they try to replicate today. Because that's why I say replicate. Because without Steve Monster Mack and Joker and their era, you don't see a lot of the stuff you see today. So this matchup right here, TCW, SP Anderson, Charlie, you guys have put on a banger. This is truly showing why Rise of the Titans will be the grand event that it will be next Saturday, live from Adrenaline Sports Academy in Toms River, New Jersey. But right there, that could be it. The card we just went through would have been amazing. It would have been fantastic. But we have one more match. The main event of the evening that is going to be for the TCW Heavyweight Championship. A matchup that has been long awaited. A matchup that is finally going to be put together because someone had to show what happens when you don't give them what they've earned. Because that's the thing. Again, and I'm going to talk right here to the camera. Right here to SP Anderson. This is your doing. Again, I'm being unbiased, but I have to say what's right in front of me. You could have prevented what happened at the last event, SP. You really could have, because again, you wanted to put together the dream match of Public Enemy number 1 versus Johnny Moran for the TCW Heavyweight Championship. However, you're skipping the line, SP. You skipped the line because if there's one person that has earned himself a TCW Heavyweight Championship, it's been this man right here that's finally going to challenge for that championship next Saturday, May the 21st in Toms River, New Jersey. And this is why we now have next Saturday, your main event for the TCW Heavyweight Championship will be Dr. Sleep, the unpinned, unsubmitted Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone, challenging your current reigning and defending TCW Heavyweight Champion, the Dark Horse, Johnny Moran. This matchup right here is going to tear the Sports Academy's roof off the place. This is going to be a matchup that truly proves to TCW that this should have happened a long time ago. Because you have two of the best going in Titan Championship Wrestling today. And again, like I said, Anthony Gangone. And I'm not being biased here because he's one of my friends. I have to talk about it because the proof is there. He has yet to be pinned or submitted in Titan Championship Wrestling. He has proven to be one of the best on their roster. He has defeated the former TCW Heavyweight Champion in Steve Monster Mack. He has defeated a veteran in the game in Arcadia. He has defeated every single competitor they've put in his way. The only person to technically give him a loss, if you will, has been Johnny Moran. And it was in a Mount Olympus Rumble. The same night that Johnny Moran became your TCW Heavyweight Champion. So Johnny Moran, again, I had him on Respect the Craft. We spoke about this. And Johnny Moran said he would be more than happy to face Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone. But it seemed TCW had other plans. They kept delaying the inevitable. And they wanted to give the Thanos of the Northeast, Public Enemy number 1, his shot first. Because SP wanted to make the dream match of, again, expecting the unexpected in independent wrestling. He wanted to have TJ Marconi be the top guy to face Johnny Moran. And unfortunately for SP, unfortunately for Charlie, unfortunately for the Titan Nation, this did not sit well with Dr. Sleep. And both TJ Marconi and Johnny Moran were laid out at the last event. And now, you have no other choice but to give Dr. Sleep what he has earned. Because again, that word deserving is something, it's nice, but it doesn't show it. Earning your championship match. Again, defeating every opponent you've been giving. Defeating his last opponent, the Bad Apple Matt McIntosh. A great opponent. Next Saturday, will we see a new champion? Again, I'm not going to be biased. Because if it was up to me saying it, I would love to say, yes, next week we will see a new TCW Heavyweight Champion. But I'm not sure. Because again, Johnny Moran is no slouch. The Dark Horse is truly proven to be a dominant champion. He was able to win. He was able to defeat 29 other men in the Mount Olympus Rumble and then face a fresh Steve Monster Mac. So I'll give him that. He truly has shown to be a fighting spirit. He is the Dark Horse for a reason. Everyone wants to bet against Johnny Moran. I'll give him that. But Johnny Moran has never faced in a one-on-one contest like this someone like Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone, who again has so many weapons at his disposal. Could be that dreams by the waterfall that puts him away. It could be the sleep paralysis that makes him go to sleep. Next week, you will see why this matchup was a matchup that needed to happen, and it's going to be a show stealer. Once again, you're going to want to make your way, ladies and gentlemen. Next Saturday, May the 21st, Rise of the Titans live from the Adrenaline Sports Academy in Toms River, New Jersey. Again, doors will be opening at 6 p.m. Bell time will be 7 p.m. Again, advanced tickets currently at the low price of only $20, ladies and gentlemen. That is a steal for this card. Again, tickets will then go starting that Friday night at 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., there are now $30 remaining for the remaining tickets that will be available at the door. You're going to want to be there, guys, to enjoy this stacked card from top to bottom. It is truly amazing, and you never know what else could possibly happen. This is why I'll be there. Again, hopefully, we're hoping this works out, possibly behind the mic as well. But again, you're going to have to wait and see as we are a week away, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get your tickets. After you're listening to this, I don't know what else will sell you, because this show is truly going to be amazing. It is going to be the rise of the Titans. And Titan Championship Wrestling is going to prove why they are putting on a hell of a show. Once again, guys, my name has been Ray Sanchez. This is Respect the Craft, and this has been another edition of Respect the Craft, the Indy Perspective, episode 19, as we've been talking all things Titan Championship Wrestling. Go follow Titan Championship Wrestling on all their social medias. Links will be in the description down below, as well as your link to get your tickets. Be there, and again, enjoy some independent wrestling. Support independent wrestling, and as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, and as always, respect the craft, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.